There's a place on Earth where the sky displays 7 different colors at the same time. Another where the water turns bright pink like magic. And there's even a beach where the sand glows in the dark, just like a sci-fi movie. But here's the craziest part. None of this is photoshopped. None of this is fake. These places are absolutely real. And today you're going to discover the 6 most surreal and impossible places on our planet. And I guarantee you, after seeing number 1, you'll question everything you know about reality. Ready? Then come with me. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. If you love exploring the most insane, mysterious, and impossible places on planet Earth, you're in the right video. Today I've put together 6 places that look like they came straight out of a dream or from another planet. Places that, when you look at the photos, your first reaction is to think, this can't be real. But before we start, smash that like button to support the channel, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell because you'll only find content like this right here. Oh, and stick around until the end because place number 1 is going to blow your mind. All right? So let's jump into the first unbelievable place, the door to hell, Turkmenistan. Starting at number 6, imagine a giant hole in the middle of the desert that's been on fire for over 50 years nonstop. Sounds like something from a movie, right? But this is real. It's the famous door to hell in Turkmenistan, Central Asia. It all started in 1971 when Soviet geologists were drilling the ground looking for oil. But something went very wrong. The ground simply collapsed, creating a massive crater 70 meters wide and 30 meters deep. The worst part? The hole started releasing highly flammable methane gas, tons of toxic gas rising into the atmosphere. So the scientists had a brilliant idea. Let's set it on fire to burn off the gas and solve the problem in a few weeks. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. The fire was lit in 1971, and it's still burning today. Over 50 years later, the hole literally became a door to hell, with flames lighting up the desert day and night. From far away, it looks like an open wound in the earth, spitting out fire. Up close, well, few have the courage to get close. The heat is unbearable, the smell is nauseating, and the sound of the fire burning nonstop is disturbing. And here's the craziest part. Nobody knows when this fire will go out. It could be in 10 years, or in 100. The earth is literally burning, and nobody can do anything about it. Lake Hillier, Australia. Now we're heading to Australia, and believe me, what you're about to see looks like Photoshop editing, but it's 100% real. Number 5, Lake Hillier, a bright pink lake in the middle of an island. That's right, pink, like hot pink. It's not a reflection, it's not the sunlight, it's not a filter. The water is literally pink, and nobody knows exactly why. Located on Middle Island off the coast of Western Australia, this lake was discovered in 1802, and ever since it's had scientists scratching their heads. The most accepted theory is that the color comes from a combination of microscopic algae and halophilic bacteria that produce pink pigments. But here's the mystery. Other lakes around the world have these same algae and bacteria, but none of them get this intense and permanent color. Lake Hillier doesn't change color depending on the season. It doesn't matter if it's summer or winter, day or night. It's pink 24/7, 365 days a year. And want to know the most surreal part? If you take the water in a bottle, it stays pink. It's not an optical illusion. The water is pink. Unfortunately, the lake is on a remote and protected island, so tourists can't swim there. You can only see it from a helicopter or plane. But I guarantee you, even from far away, it's breathtaking. It looks like someone spilled pink paint in the middle of nature. Antelope Canyon, United States, reaching the middle of the list, position number 4, and here things get surreal. Have you ever seen those photos of places that look like they were hand-painted? Wavy walls with shades of orange, red, purple, and gold. That's Antelope Canyon in Arizona, United States. But the most incredible thing isn't just the beauty. It's how this place was created. Millions of years ago, this canyon was just solid rock. But rain and flash floods started carving the sandstone, creating these wavy flowing formations that look like waves frozen in time. Here's the magical part. Depending on the time of day, sunlight enters through narrow cracks in the ceiling and creates beams of light that illuminate the walls like celestial spotlights. Photographers from all over the world travel there just to capture that moment. And look, the photos are incredible, but seeing it in person, it feels like you walked inside a painting. The craziest part? You walk through this canyon, run your hand along the walls, and they're smooth, polished by water over millions of years. It looks like someone sculpted every curve, every wave, every detail with absolute perfection. But there's a catch. This place is dangerous. Flash floods can fill the canyon in a matter of minutes, and there have been deaths inside. You can only visit with an authorized guide, and if there's any rain forecast, the canyon is immediately closed. Nature created a work of art, but it shows no mercy. Giant Crystal Cave, Mexico. Now get this. There's a cave in Mexico where the crystals are so massive that they look like pillars from another planet. Number 3, the Giant Crystal Cave in Naka, Mexico. This cave was discovered in 2,000, 300 meters below the surface, by miners who were searching for silver and lead. What did they find? A chamber filled with selenite crystals the size of trees. We're talking about crystals up to 12 meters long and weighing over 50 tons each. It's surreal. You look at those translucent, shimmering structures, and you simply can't process that this is natural. But here's the most insane detail. This cave is uninhabitable for humans. The temperature inside reaches 58 degrees Celsius, 136 degrees Fahrenheit, with 99% humidity. It's like being inside a deadly sauna. Without proper protection, a person would die in less than 15 minutes. That's why scientists studying the cave wear special suits with cooling systems. And even then, they can only stay inside for 30 to 40 minutes before they have to get out. And you know the saddest part? The cave was flooded again in 2015 to preserve the crystals. This means nobody can visit it anymore. It's sealed 300 meters below the ground, keeping its crystalline secrets. One of the most beautiful places on Earth, and nobody can see it. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia, reaching the 2nd position, and this one is literally from another world. The Salar de Uyuni in Bolivia is the largest salt flat on the planet, 10,582 square kilometers of pure salt. Can you imagine walking on an endless, white surface that seems to go on forever? That's exactly it. You look in every direction, and all you see is white. No mountains, no trees, no reference points. It feels like you're walking on clouds. But the real magic happens during the rainy season. When a thin layer of water covers the salt, Salar de Uyuni transforms into the world's largest natural mirror. The sky reflects perfectly on the ground, creating an illusion that there's no horizon anymore. You can't tell where the earth ends and where the sky begins. People walk on this mirror and look like they're floating in midair. Photographers create surreal images where sky and earth merge together. It looks like CGI, it looks fake, but it's real. And there's more. This place is so flat and reflective that NASA uses satellite images of Salar de Uyuni to calibrate their space equipment. That's right, even NASA uses this place as a reference. But what many people don't know is that beneath all that salt lies one of the world's largest lithium reserves, billions of dollars in resources. And this puts Salar de Uyuni at the center of a massive economic and environmental dispute. Will this place remain untouched, or will human greed destroy yet another natural wonder? Whitemo Glowworm Caves, New Zealand. And finally, we've reached place number 1, and this one is going to change the way you see the world. The Waitomo Glowworm Caves in New Zealand. Now pay attention. Imagine entering a completely dark cave. You get in a boat, all the lights go out, and then billions of tiny blue lights start appearing on the ceiling. It looks like a starry sky. It looks like a galaxy. It feels like you're floating in outer space. But you're 100 meters underground, inside a cave. What's happening? These are larvae of an insect called Arachnocampa luminosa. These larvae produce bioluminescence, natural light created by chemical reactions in their bodies. Why? To hunt. These larvae create sticky silk threads that hang from the ceiling, and the blue light attracts flying insects that get trapped. Genius and terrifying at the same time. But the visual effect? It's breathtaking. Thousands and thousands of twinkling blue lights in the darkness, reflecting in the underground water below the boat, creating a sensation that you're floating between two galaxies. People who visit this cave say it's a spiritual experience, that it feels like being on another planet, that they've never seen anything like it. And the most insane part? This cave was only discovered in 1887. That means for millions of years, this underground galaxy existed in secret, without any human knowing about it. It makes you think, how many other wonders are still hidden on our planet, waiting to be discovered? So, did you make it all the way to the end? Then you're a true explorer. Man, planet Earth is insane. We live here. We think we know everything, but there are places that completely defy our imagination. Places that seem like they were created by some supernatural force. But no, it's just nature being absolutely genius. Now tell me, which of these 6 places impressed you the most? Leave it in the comments, I want to know. And look, if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell, because every week there's a new video exploring the craziest mysteries on the planet. This helps the channel grow so much and motivates me to bring more insane content like this. And don't forget to share this video with that friend of yours who loves this kind of surreal places content. I'm sure they're gonna freak out. See you in the next video, and until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and never stop being amazed by this incredible planet we call home. Thanks, everyone. Cheers, and see you next time.